Wars fans, hey, there's just 215 days until Christmas 2022. Oh, and today we've got Jason Ward with us again. I'm again from the Mobile Command Center here in Loudonville, Ohio today.
That's what we're saying. He's surveilling Skywalker Ranch for Andor and Kenobi spoilers.
The fun thing is, I'm actually in a place called Wally World, and if you've been a fan of the I see your face.
Yeah, take me on all the coasters. Get the BB gun. Let's do it.
If you've been a fan of the vacation movies, then you know that. But it's actually on a road called Wally Road, named after a dude named Wally. And so the folks that have this campground, of course, had a good enough sense of humor to name it Wally World. It's hilarious. It's great, and they don't run into any copyright infringement from the National Lampoon folks, right? So it's good fun. Hey, I see Meg's in the chat. We've got a lot of friends. Baymax again with that mug, and I saw somebody noticed the mug in the thumbnail. So there's that. Star Wars Obsession. Thank you for being here.
Bespin just told me right now that he's publishing his article right now.
Publishing it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Publishing it now for us.
All right.
Nice guy.
He is a nice guy. And so I've already got his site up. So let me just let me bring it up here, and we'll share it on the stream. So for those who don't know, we've been chatting. Bespin Bulletin, they have a new article that they're posting, a bit of Andor news. So if you want to preview that for them a little bit while I refresh and we wait for it to go live.
Yeah, well, yeah. If it basically the gist of it is that like the KX security droids from which is what K2SO is, are going to be in it, and he's had some pretty good proof. If you remember, like a long time ago, not trying to co-opt his story or anything either, but like I had photos on my of guys in suits in like the same kind of suits that Alan Tudyk wore, and so he's heard more about it. But yeah,
oh boy, well here it is, Bespin Bulletin exclusive Andor tidbits, KX security droids, Stellan Skarsgård, and more. So I'm sure hopefully we'll get there before the web traffic gets too high. But we can go through
Stellan Skarsgård is better than any Star Wars name. Like his name in Star Wars is not going to be as good as his name in real life. Poor guy.
True. I see Dominic there trolling in the chat. I don't know why they think I need to get some coach. My wife's been shopping again, maybe. I don't know. So anyhow,
hey, coach, can you get me back on the basketball team?
Right.
Maybe that's why.
Oh my goodness. So let's see if I can make it just a little bit bigger. I think that'll make it easier to read. Yeah, accept all, whatever. Can I close some ads? That'd be great. Let's see.
Bespin's got to eat too. Bespin's got to eat too. That's all I'm saying.
He does. All right, so here we go. Let's go through this article together. It says, following his report from 2 weeks ago, detailing.
Really quickly, I just want to say one thing. He's been sitting on this for like 9 months. He is the laziest guy I know. He's been saying, I'm going to do it next Tuesday. And finally, he's like, oh, I guess I better put this out. I'm like, yeah, I think you better, dude. And so good work, Bespin, on finally just hitting publish to what you wrote so long ago.
Not only that, but sometimes he holds on to them too long and somebody else leaks it before he does, and he loses it.
All the time. That's why somebody's like, hey, it's called Jedi Survivor. I'm like, it's called Jedi Survivor because I don't want that to happen. But he's gonna become paranoid. Watch, he's gonna get into his Saw Gerrera years soon. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's funny. No, that's funny. That's great. Yeah, it says at least the article's not on Vanity Fair. Or that's true. It says following is a report from 2 weeks ago, the inclusion of not only Mud Troopers in Rogue One spinoff, but also the inclusion of Death Troopers, returned with an exclusive report detailing additional tidbits due to release this summer. Many months ago, he was informed that KX Security Droids will feature an upcoming series. Reached out to sources, asked about their involvement. As I had heard multiple performers being in motion capture suits. So this is mocap stuff, these KX droids, right?
Yeah.
And some even using stilts for some scenes. Though the people I asked didn't know the specific name of the droids, they did say that those performers were intended to be droids that they believed them to be like the main one seen in Rogue One, which the main one seen in Rogue One, of course, would be K2SO, right? So what I'm reminded here is the news we got from Deborah Chow that that's not Forlom in the Kenobi trailer, right?
What?
Right, right. So
Yeah.
same thing here. He's saying it's they're going to be the same type of droid, right? Just not K2SO.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you know it wasn't me? You know it wasn't me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember publishing photos that were sent to me of dudes in the same suits that Alan Tudyk wears. Like they're on the if you go to the old Andor leaks from when they were filming the photos that I put up.
Yeah.
Don't do it now. I mean, I'm just saying if people want to look into it on making Star Wars, like I have pictures of people in the same like the 1-to-1 suit, which
Yeah,
makes
gotcha.
me think that it's definitely going to be the old K2SO droids. I hate how Star Wars will go and like his name is K2SO, but we're gonna call him KX droids. Just make him K2s. Like, why do you got to make it hard for no reason? Oh, it's really realistic and like a lived-in universe. Things are just stupid. No, just make them all K2s. It's so much harder this way.
R2s, right?
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I mean, every now and then there's like an R5D4, and you're like, oh, well, that one's a 5 because he's got a stupid head. I love him though. I love him. It's my favorite. But you know what I mean? It's different.
Right. And then there's Chopper, too. But
yeah. But
so
he's ancient. He's ancient.
Yeah. He's a straight up killer.
Yeah, he is. He's a little psychopath.
There is yes. Yes. Since don't jump to conclusions, meaning K2SO has previously reported he will not feature in the first season of the series, and that's an important distinction as well. And it was in that article that did come out from Vanity Fair. Was it Vanity Fair or Entertainment Weekly, whatever, yesterday?
Yeah.
That said, not in the first season. Not, I mean, that's from the trades are even saying, look, he's not in the first season. However, there are 3 seasons. Meg reported on it even today. It could be season 2. Right? This is prior to meeting K2SO. So they've got to meet first, and then he's got to get reprogrammed before he becomes the character we all love and adore from the Rogue One.
I have like my working theory right now is originally somebody else was doing the Cassian show. If you remember when it was very first happening, it wasn't Gilroy. He didn't come back immediately. And so and then that person left. I can't remember their name right now. If Bespin's watching, he'll tell me because he always remembers that guy's name when I forget it. But I have a theory that if they started development on the Cassian series and then Gilroy came in and he was like, we got to go back even further. And that's why I think Tudyk thought he was in it. Because I think at one point he was supposed to immediately be in it. And then they're like, no, you're coming a bit later now. And I kind of think that that's what we're going to learn down the road.
Killmonger was saying, was that Sarah Haley Finn?
No, I don't think so. I think it was hold on. I'll ask him right now. I'll ask him.
All right. So let's just go a little bit further into the article. It says, yes, talent attached to a Star Wars project often lie. What? They often lie? You mean like
You know,
There's so many. There's so many examples you can pull from.
yeah.
UM being one, but
And,
many
and
others.
and I do feel like a little bit bad for them. I just don't think I think they get put on the front lines. They don't know what to do. They're gonna get yelled at by some idiot who plays Bejeweled all day and pretends that they actually do work in PR. And then they're put on the spot, and I think they just do their best, and then they mess up sometimes, and then we sit here and analyze it for days.
Yeah, and Meg, I don't know why. I don't know why the internet thinks that I need a new Coach handbag. It's
Um, Bespin told me Stephen Schiff, but he's still a producer on it. Might still be a writer. Wrote The American starring Kerry Russell. So
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
So it does, and I when he says like he might still be a producer on it, probably will be a producer on it, whether he's a producer on it or not. If he helped develop phase one and then they developed from there, I think he'd still get the credit. But
Okay, okay,
yeah,
okay. Oh yeah, yeah. They do that all the time.
mm-hmm.
I think even with Solo, didn't they attribute um, the the first guy? Isn't he still in the credits that Ron
Yeah,
Howard
I think so.
replaced? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Headed to Staples. Anyone need anything? I, Dominic, I left a couple of HDMI cables at the house. It's about 40 minutes from here. But if you want to pick up some and drive them to Loudonville, Ohio, you're more than welcome to bring me a couple of HDMI cables. That'd be great. I set up this TV back here, and I was gonna wire it up to my computer and all that, but I didn't bring enough HDMI cables, so I'm short. So
I was trying to fix my broken Xbox this week, and I saw this kid, and he calls HDMI cables HDMI cables. I
Hidemi.
don't know if he's the best troll ever or the most infuriating child in the world, but either way, I'm very amused.
It's like GIF and GIF, right?
Mhm.
Is it a GIF or is it a GIF?
I think they confirmed it was I think the developer confirmed it was GIF.
Yeah, he did, but
He did.
we don't care what he said. I'm still calling it GIF. It's just too bad.
Fair enough. Hey, I'm not gonna fight you about it.
uh, who's your favorite Gungan? Jar Jar? Captain Tassels?
Captain Tassels.
I know what Meg's trolling about, though,
Mhm.
right? Meg's trolling about the possibility of seeing Jar Jar show up in Kenobi, right?
Yeah,
There's
I
there are
know.
people out there
I want it to Meg. Like I told Meg earlier, the heart wants what the heart wants, you know? I'm not
yeah,
gonna judge you, but I will say no. Sorry. I have to say no.
exactly.
Yeah.
So let's get back here. It says I was informed the large set located in Little Marlow, Buckinghamshire, the Corton what? My goodness, the Corton Oil Refinery and various sets at Pinewood make up one singular planet in the series, or at least as I believe as sources. The planet has everything run through the Scrappers, a job Cal Kestis was doing in Jedi Fallen Order. Uh-oh. Start the rumors now, Bespin. Cal Kestis gonna be in Rogue One? Hmm? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't think he's trying to say that.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Okay. Okay.
You know the
Just making
internet.
sure.
You
Just
know the
making sure.
internet.
But if it helps get his story get traction, yeah, I think that's what he's saying. So Jedi Survivor connection, everybody.
It's the internet. It's the
Oh, which by the way, Jedi Survivor was the other thing he was sitting on for like a long time. I'm like,
and
hey,
he
you get
waited
that
too long.
out, man. And then somebody else mentioned it to me, and I'm like, you know, I wasn't gonna touch it because he was already like his thing. And then, but yeah, that guy.
Yeah. It says, I don't know if he's a scrapper, but supposedly Stellan Skarsgård's character plays a role of importance on the planet. At some point, a funeral takes place on the Scrapper planet. Not sure, but I think the funeral's for Rosalind Halstead's character. Had the simple name of Skolden's wife. Well, that's pretty dark. Uh,
Mhm.
Supposedly, the funeral has great attendance, surely thought of fondly by the people located there. Due to the funeral turnout and importance of Skarsgård's character, I speculate. Look, it he repeated speculate.
Speculate.
Right. Cal Kestis confirmed, but we're speculating here. No, I tease. I joke. No, please don't. Right.
Wait, Santa, are you saying Cal's dead? Cal's died?
I'm pretty
Cal's
sure
on?
that's. I'm pretty
Cal's
sure
on?
that's.
Take me away.
I'm pretty sure that's what Beth's been putting in his article right here.
That's what he said. Reddit. He said that Reddit. When you guys don't read his article and you just bullet point it poorly, that's what he said.
That's what he said.
I mean, if I read something on the internet, I report it wrong. It's their fault.
That's right.
Yeah. God, I don't know why you put that spoiler out and made me dog whistle all those people. I don't know why you made me do it. You made me do it, Bespin.
Oh, that's so funny.
No one like that on YouTube. That's not a thing. People are clowns. Oh, clowns.
Oh my goodness. So perhaps Skarsgård's character's Skolden, right?
Golden.
So if
hats.
If Rosalind Halstead's character had the name of Skolden's wife, then perhaps Skarsgård is Skolden.
And then Skolden's wife is like a lonely widow, and Cassian's like, I see you are alone. I have been alone since I was 6 years old. And she's like, oh my God. It's great being a widow.
Oh, this is great. Hondo. I want Hondo. Hondo. That would be look. And hey, Will Morgan. Will actually clued me in on the live stream forwarding bit. We're gonna try it. Supposedly YouTube has a feature where from one live stream you can forward folks over live to another live stream.
Yeah.
And so, since Jason's live stream follows ours,
yeah.
I thought, well, let's try it.
We're just gonna funnel you in there like ants.
Oh my goodness. Meg, can you tell Santa you're demoted? What? Why did I get demoted?
You're demoted. Wait, is that a Clone Wars reference that I'm missing?
I don't know. It says we can raid now. I don't know. Perhaps we can, Chillmonger. That's what we're going to try. We're going to try. Will Morgan told us about it, so if it's wrong, it's all Will Morgan's fault.
On a side note, something that just occurred to me with what Will was saying, they sort of established the live action look of Hondo for the Millennium Falcon ride for Smuggler's Run at Disneyland. And I wonder if in a weird way, if that affects anything about how he would appear in live action or not. Like, would they not want to deal with it because they don't like it? It's not really almost not screen worthy in times.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's other times when it doesn't look that bad to me. But or I wonder if they would just simply upgrade it for the ride and move on. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's probably the more likely scenario. But
yeah. So Will, here's the deal. I'm looking, and I don't see where you can do that. Let's see. There's stream settings. Let me check. Hold on. Stream settings.
Maybe we don't have it yet, and Will has it first.
Analytics. No, not there. Viewer activity. No, not there. Stream. No, not there. Is it in the edit? Can I do it in the edit part? Where is it?
Lucas did it in the edit.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
Exactly. That customization.
But people who don't know anything about filmmaking think, oh, well, that just means everything was. There were no good choices made before the edit because that's what they said. So I'm going to make all of my perspectives about that one fun fact I learned on the back of a cereal box. That kind of thing.
Yeah. We got Will Morgan kicking trash cans again.
Yeah.
No, I just looked. It's nowhere in here. At least I can't find it. So maybe if you find the directions for doing that, we'll try it again. But I cannot find it in the control room. So back to the article. Let's
back to the tank.
Yes, back to Tank. But eventually, the Empire will arrive on the Scrapper planet, possibly take over, and a large fight erupts. You know,
Wait, a
whenever
scrapper planet. It's not like a planet full of fighters? Is that what he's saying? It's a little fighter
Scrappers,
planet? Little
they
fighter?
are. They're all Scrappers.
Come on,
That's where,
Santa. I'm gonna get you, Santa. Like on Ruly Elves.
right, right. Our hero Cassian Andor eventually steps in to help the locals. I don't know if the fight causes the death, which ultimately leads to the aforementioned funeral, or if it's completely separate.
Yeah.
All right. In a recent Vanity Fair cover story, Gilroy mentioned that a planet in Andor will be ripped apart in a colonial way, with the Empire expanding and wiping out those who stand in their path. A path Cassian intends to block. I wonder if this planet was the one Gilroy was referring to. All right, so we've got a planet full of all kinds of scrap stuff, reminiscent of the Cal Kestis environment, but not Cal Kestis. And something happens there. There's a big funeral there. Lots of people show up there, and as a result, the Empire shows up to break it up. And this could be the same planet that Vanity Fair refers to in their, Jedi Jin. You're not lying, aren't we all unruly elves here? Pretty much. And head of the unruly elves is Meg. She's right there.
Marshall Meg.
She is
Gigantic elf. I think yeah, I if I'm following along right, I think like the implied idea here is that we have a planet and Skarsgård is the king, the leader, whatever. He's killed, and then you start to, and then that contributes to the disarray, and people starting to go, let's become revolutionaries because these people are going to suck everything out of us if we don't.
See, this is what I told you. There she is with another super chat. God bless you, Meg. And you know what? Meg is actually on vacation this week. She's got a bit of a holiday plan. She's taking a week off. Well, I mean, she's still, but for Meg, it's like many
for Kenobi in this economy,
right? Like many content creators, a week of vacation doesn't mean you quit making content. She's still making content. She's just taking time to recharge the batteries going into Kenobi this Friday. Yeah. So I hope you're enjoying your time, Meg. But here she says, Santa, for some reason, the senators in Star Wars Rebels were all dressed up as elves with elongated, pointy hats. So I guess my question is, how much should you feed a pet Gungan? Well, and what does a pet Gungan eat? You know, are they...
Lisa, Mr. Slave.
Yeah, do they eat plankton? Is it, do you need to get lots of feeder shrimp? What is it that Gungans, the primary diet consists of on Earth?
No, they cost a few whoopee. Whatever you feed him, that's what I remember. Right. And he doesn't have, and Jar Jar had no whoopies.
Right. So what's it translate to here? Do you got to, bamboo shoots? What do Gungans like to chew on? I don't know. Plankton. Yeah. Plankton. I don't know, but I don't know, Megan. How much of that would they consume a day? Like you get those koala bears. They go through quite a bit of bamboo, right? Or no, it's not bamboo. What is it? The eucalyptus, right? Eucalyptus trees, right? So just like how much of what would a Gungan eat? A pet Gungan, and for that matter,
Yeah. The sequel trilogy's reputation drops Mike.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. See, Jedi Mike, he loves some bamboo shoots in his chow mein.
Me too.
Hey, I learned something I didn't know before about bamboo as well. Like, not only can you use bamboo to like make wood things with, right? You can. They make flooring out of bamboo. They make
you can
clothing.
Put your Gungan with it if it doesn't listen.
They make clothing out of bamboo.
Hmm.
You have bamboo shoots in your lo mein.
Yeah.
It's very, very adaptable. It grows quite well here in Central Ohio as well. My daughter, her neighbor, grows bamboo, and it's like weeds. It just like takes over everything.
Yeah. Don't anybody tell Santa about hemp because he'll become that guy. He'll be like, you could use it on anything.
Well,
This Santa costume is
okay,
made out of hemp.
okay. So you brought it up, Jason. You brought it up. This is your fault. So we've always had to bale hay. Like growing up as a kid, through the summer, you bale hay for the horses.
Okay.
My dad has raised horses my entire life. He still has them. We've owned horses, so baling hay is a thing.
Yeah.
And so you get neighbors. We live out in a rural area, and the neighbors have acres and acres of land that they just let grow. So Dad would get permission to go cut the hay, take the tall grass, whatever grows there, and bale it. Well,
Yeah.
one of our neighbors in the back of their field, they had a little of the weed growing in the weeds,
Nice.
if you know what I mean. And
yeah, I do.
the the weed growing in the weeds got cut down with the rest of the hay, right? And
Oh,
baled. So the horses had a little extra hemp in their diet,
nice.
perhaps.
Yeah. Party horse.
I don't know if it made them more mellow. I don't know what effect it had on the horses,
Probably. Yeah, probably did.
but it was mixed in with the the weeds and other stuff that were.
Those horses were having the funniest shower thoughts. That's all I know.
Oh my goodness! So it says I mentioned new characters, and though I don't expect her to be at the fight, as I was told, Adria Arjona's character appeared as a hologram during the scenes filmed at Little Marlow. At some point, and at the time, it appeared she was a good guy. The reason I say that time is because I've been told who you can trust will be questioned, and the series is quite spy versus spy. All right,
Yeah.
so spy thriller.
That's exactly what I was told from Pinewood Cats too. The spy
you
versus spy line is, yeah, and I'm surprised that they weren't saying it in that article, but yeah.
Well, your name is Jasmine now, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask Jasmine if Camille's playing a droid?
Jasmine says yes, of course.
Jasmine says of course.
He's actually he just wears metallic underwear. If you saw that one shot of his rear,
Yeah,
his booty.
Yeah. So yeah, you end up with double agents and stuff like that, right? So yeah, who's the good guy and who's really not the good guy? So don't know if it applies to Arjona's character. At some point, the Andor production was looking to cast 2 children, one male, one female, which were young versions of Cassian and Arjona's characters.
My favorite thing ever is looking up Arjona's. I'm not sure if that's how you say her last name or not, but looking up her for featured images when I'm doing an Andor article and she's involved. It's like the best day. Yeah, she's not ugly. She is not ugly at all. Jasmine is purple Holdo wig. That's her Celebration cosplay.
You did get tickets recently. You got a pass.
It's right here. Look at this ugly thing. I mean, I'm grateful for the pass, but I mean, oh my God, it's just so ugly.
So there you go. You just need a purple wig. You can go as Jasmine.
Mm-hmm. Around the bars going, "Oh, Holdo my beer." Be that person.
So let's see. Well, it says, I once offhandedly heard that Arjona plays Cassian's sister, which could line up with the supposed flashback casting. But until more information becomes available, we should take that merely speculation. And again, with the double speculation there.
For the dummies. But yeah, they were clearly they did. I mean, I've seen. I don't know if it's out there. I don't remember, but I've seen the casting call, and the casting call was literally the same as the adult casting call for her.
Oh, okay.
And then the little boys one sounded just like Cassian. same
Excellent.
ethnicity and everything like that. So it does seem like there is a connection here. Like these two go way back.
Yeah, yeah. So in Vanity Fair's article, Tony Gilroy mentioned we'd see the destruction of Cassian's birth world. So it could be that same place, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I think he's likely on right there.
On the topics of new characters, in the final part of the report, I was told some of the new casts, meaning characters cast specifically for Andor, were told they could expect to go into other Star Wars projects. Ooh, there's the casting call you want to hear, right? Hey, we want you to be an extra here, or this minor character. Now you get to do these other projects.
I have a little caveat to that. Basically, if you speak and they want you to take the role, they put that into those in the alliance on the grids and stuff like that. It's a carrot on a stick to work for cheap. It's a carrot on a stick. It's all, if you don't die, maybe you'll be asked back. And so once again, I'm not throwing shade on the report or anything like that. I'm saying this is just a tactic, though.
I got you.
Yeah, I've seen people who I know people who've been in like Mando season 1, 2, and it said that there, and there was no way these people were ever coming back. I saw what they ended up doing in it. It was completely just to get people to take the role on short notice on a Tuesday when they might have had something else going to. So whenever I see that, I would suggest not taking it too seriously. But with Andor having a season 2 already, there is likely truth to some of it here. But there's always that caveat, is what I'm trying to say.
I got you. I got you. So Meg's on vacation, and she wants to know if she should make a second video today. So since I've been logged into let's see, should Meg make a second video today? There we go. Yes or no. Ask.
Yeah.
There you go.
Should make.
So just remember, you guys, Meg's on vacation. Do you want Meg to work extra on vacation to give you all the tea, or do you want her to take time off? It's entirely in your hands.
Well, everybody they're asking just got the article read to them, so I think they're okay.
Let's see if I can get back in here. All right. So did that poll go out?
Here's the answer. If Meg has burning analysis that she hasn't put out into the world, and if she doesn't, she's going to die, then she should do it. Otherwise, she should enjoy her vacation.
There you go. There you go. Very good. Very good. There we go. Yeah, depends on the jibber jabber. Right, Daryl? Daryl's right.
Daryl knows. People say that Daryl don't know, but Daryl knows.
He does. Mm-hmm. He does. Look, yeah, and look, Sheev's here. Sheev's enjoy the day, Meg. Whatever you feel like doing, right? It's your time. You enjoy it. So let's get back to the article now. Let's see if I've screwed everything up.
Well, if it's Vanity Fair, you better log in again and again and again.
Oh, I've got everything.
Buy the tote. They've won. Just buy their stupid tote so that they leave you alone. No, I'm kidding. Don't do it.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't give in. Don't give in to the Vanity Fair tote lobby. I'm tired of it. Never gonna do it.
That's right. That's right. Hey, look, there's Sports Hash. Meg, do it. Do it live. There you go. Your video plus your voice is fantastic. Her voice is fantastic. It brings joy to my heart every time I get to hear her. And especially if you can get her to laugh. She's got the cutest chuckle, the cutest laugh.
Chocolate
makes
milk
me
comes
happy.
out of her nose. It's hilarious. Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. Now let's finish this article. We got some predictions to do yet. And we've been having too much fun. I wonder if rumored partisans, right, in Kenobi. Anyway, that's all for the report. More to come. So
Where's
keep
my
up
citation, Bestman? Come on.
So we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna go over to the Kenobi trailer or the Kenobi predictions, and then
Oh.
for those of you who have are kind of new to the channel, when we get new Star Wars coming out, we do this little game where there are 19 yes and no questions, and one question where you get to fill it in. And if you get more correct, more of the yes no correct, plus your bonus question, then I do. Then you go on the Wall of Fame, and for the following week, your name goes in the ticker at the bottom of the screen. You can see your name right there on
And
YouTube.
you will be spared during the great cooling.
That's right.
No? Is that not a thing? Okay.
And amazingly enough, our friend Jason Ward, scooper extraordinaire, does surprisingly poor at the predictions game.
It is the key to my success. I talk to somebody in the know, and I'm like, and they're just like, dude, you're so wrong. You're driving me crazy. Here's what happens.
So because this Friday there are 2 episodes dropping, there are 2 predictions forms. So you'll see one says episode 1, the other says episode 2. So be sure to fill out both, and it's the same question for both. And now, if you're a smart man, you would go, or a person, human being, or woman, whatever, you would go over
not totally stupid.
You would, yes, you would go over to makingstarwars.net. You would find this article, Obi-Wan Kenobi spoiler recap, all 6 chapters, and you would read up on the chapter before you put your predictions in. But I knew my friend Jason Ward was going to be doing the prediction. And I'm like, what questions can I ask that Jason Ward doesn't already know the answers to?
Yeah, like I don't know. I know he says hello there. I don't know where he says it though. I was dumb. I didn't do my job well on that one. There was 2. I was like, yeah, okay, it wasn't that important at the time.
Right. So now you got to wonder, is it going to happen in this episode? Is it not? I don't know. When might it happen? And some of these things are just pure like speculation kind of stuff, right? So we don't know if it'll happen or not. Some things we kind of do know will happen, but we don't necessarily know the context. So,
right.
So here we go. I'll fill out this one as we go, and so the question I have is, should we do, since these are happening at the same time, should we just answer a question for episode 1, go over and do episode 2, and then go all the way through the form? That way we just read the question once, right? So the first question, as you alluded to, is hello there. Somebody says it, whether it's Kenobi or somebody else. Does somebody say hello there in episode 1 or 2? What do you think, Jason?
What if somebody just says sup?
Sup?
Does that count? Sup?
Yeah, it does the Finn thing. Sup? Like that.
Hello there. So I think, yeah. My prediction is he's going to say it to Tika, the Jawa. That's my prediction. But that's, I don't know. It's just a prediction.
Yeah, it's just a prediction. Episode 2. Again, I read the prediction. I'm going to say no for episode 2.
I mean, he might say it when he. Are we allowed to talk about spoilers since this is predictions?
Let me put the spoiler warning up, because we could have some.
Yeah,
we could have some.
I was in a car with some buddies who were going to Star Wars Celebration, and one of them wanted to see the Ahsoka set, so I took him over to the Ahsoka set, but they don't want to know any spoilers. And we're like in the car, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, I won't say anything. And then I'm like, yeah, so when Leia shows up, the guy's like, what? Leia shows up? And I was like, sorry, man. It's common knowledge to my brain now. He was like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, I tried to be spoiler free in the questions.
Yeah.
But there are a couple that sort of presuppose some information that is a little bit spoilery. Leia being one, right?
Yeah.
So, and she wants to know, what panels did you get? Did you get any panels?
I don't know yet. Actually, I need to ask the. I guess like the way it worked, I was told was that like the person who bought it is the person who entered it in and gets like the wins or whatever. And so I'll know. I need to ask them. I haven't actually looked into it yet.
All right. Question number 2. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I'm sorry, but what I was going to say was I bet you he says that he might say it to a Leia though. Would they save hello there for Leia? I think that's a very likely thing, don't you? Like if you were going to try to make it have extra promise. I mean, he does just say it to like Grievous. Oh, I look beautiful. Thank you.
That's a good look. It's a good look.
Yeah. Yeah. I look like I'm gonna tell you why vinyl records are better than your MP3s.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We need to get back over here. Oh, this was a little thing came out today. A little Lego Star Wars thingy, and you get 4 figures in there, right? You got Obi-Wan, a Grand Inquisitor. It looks like here's Reva, and then the brother, 5th brother, right?
And it confirms the spoiler I dropped on X-Wing show that it's called the Scythe.
The Scythe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The front of it, at least in this Lego version, reminds me a lot of a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in any event, so I've got a bad feeling about this. Will somebody say I've got a bad feeling about this? Episode 1, I'm going to say no.
I think Forlom says it. Or one Jack.
Forlom's not in it. So that was hilarious. I think Forlom says it. He probably does say it. He's not in the show, but he says it. So
yeah.
So I've got a bad feeling about this in episode 2. I'm gonna say yes. I'll say yes in 2. Question 3, Kenobi. Someone says it, not his full name, just his last name. So like we've seen in the trailer where Reva's saying, Obi-Wan, you can't run from me, blah, 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 right? That doesn't count. It has to be Kenobi.
So when Nari says Obi-Wan Kenobi, that doesn't count?
Nope. Just Kenobi.
Yeah. So I guess that only really maybe only leaves Bell or Gianna to say it, probably. So I'm gonna say yeah.
You're gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say no. Not in the first one.
Yeah.
And you see what I'm doing? I'm going like no and yes. I'm like not yes in the first, no in the second. No in the first, yes in the second. I don't know. It's a little random. Ben. Someone calls Obi-Wan by his secret identity name, Ben.
Yes.
In the first one, I'm gonna say yes, that's happening for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna say if Owen says his name at all, he's not gonna say Obi-Wan. He's gonna be like, Ben, crabhead, get out of our city.
Get out! Leave me alone. Go away. Yeah.
Your EOP ate all my hemp. And now it looked stupid. So yeah, that happens. I promise.
Yeah. Is it Owen says it in the trailer, right? So Ben, that one, I'm going to say yes for sure in episode 1. The question then for episode 2: will somebody say Ben? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Well, do you think? I mean, I guess like the big thing is does he? I mean, if it's about Stella getting her groove back, I don't know if he's gonna. I think he's gonna go by Ben a lot of the time, and then Luke still knows him as Ben though, so he does keep the Ben name. But I'm gonna think that he starts going since it's like an emerging story. I would imagine if he is called Obi-Wan, it would come on the later half of the series as opposed to the earlier half. Like he'll be
Yes.
Ben, and then afterwards, after the cat's out of the bag, the lightsaber's out. There's no doubt in anybody's mind who that is. That's when I think they call him Obi-Wan, and they'll probably call him Ben at first, and then he'll go back to just being Ben because, shh, I'm hiding.
Well, so I'm remembering Reva saying Obi-Wan, yelling at him. If that's episode 2,
you know what a good question for the next week is? Does anybody call her Reva and not Reva?
oh, yeah. So the second episode, that's what I'm going through. Like the second episode, I'm picturing because I went out to makingstarwars.net and I read through the recaps. Right.
Yeah.
Chapter 1, mostly Tatooine. And then we go to Dayu, right? And I'm thinking of Dayu, and I'm thinking of Kumail's character. Does Kumail call him Ben, or does he call him Obi-Wan?
Well, when he meets him, he's not going to say, "My name is Obi-Wan." He's going to say, "I'm Ben." That's what I think.
Good point. So, okay, I'm going to say episode 2. Episode 2 is also a yes.
Okay.
So, episode or question number 5: Light the blue. Kenobi lights his saber, not somebody else's.
In episode 2?
Episode 1.
Oh, episode 1. No.
Nope, not that one.
I don't think so.
Episode 2. Does he pull his lightsaber? Again, I read through the synopsis.
Yeah, I think he might. I think he might have to at the very end. I'm not 100% sure though.
Yeah,
like I said,
I'm not either.
The like what we saw in the trailer with that, like I don't think he uses the lightsaber in the spice den. I don't think so. It's more of like him going around beating people using the gun, and then they go to the rooftop. But he might have to use it once Reva and he are actually like 1-to-1. He's not going to be able to use the gun against her. So,
right. Right. That's what I'm like. Episode 2. Will he? Maybe. All right, I'll go with that.
The other question I have is, where is he hiding it? Think about it. Where's it at?
I'm not. I don't want to think about that.
I mean, it's kind of prison rules during this era of Star Wars. I'm going to say it is prison rules.
Prison rules. Oh my goodness. So red lightsaber is lit. Episode 1, yes, totally happening.
Yeah, for sure.
Episode 2, I also think yes.
For sure.
Yes, I think so. Hey, my friend Nikki showed up. I clicked on the wrong one.
Hey, Slick Nick.
Nikki. Look, I am so thankful for the friends that we have in this community, for this channel existing. Jason, you guys know, Jason and Meg are dear friends. Nikki today has been just a wonderful, wonderful blessing to me. She messaged me earlier today. We've had a really nice conversation. I love her so much, and you guys are great. Nikki, thanks for stopping in. So the red lightsaber, I think we're going to see it in both episodes for sure.
I think that's in every episode, probably.
Pretty easy.
I think if you're playing the odds, just going with red lightsaber in every episode is probably the way to go.
That's what I think too.
Yeah,
that's what I think too. Episode or question 7, spinny. An Inquisitor's saber spins. Now, I think we actually saw it in the trailer.
Yeah, we did.
So I'm going to say episode 1, yes, totally. That's happening. Because that's on Tatooine.
Well, we see it in Dayu with the Grand Inquisitor in the trailer, don't we?
I thought that was on Tatooine with the Grand Inquisitor.
I remember when we see his head and it looks bigger. On Dayu, I think he's spinning a saber in that moment. I unless I am just all confused about other stuff, but yeah. All
right, spinning lightsaber in episode 1. Then, well, I know they like all 3 of them show up right on Tatooine.
Yeah, and then they all go to Dayu right after.
Yeah,
They chase him to Dayu.
yeah. So, episode 2, yes, spinny. Now, the 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 question 8 I put in here for fun. I put it in for fun
Okay.
because people hate the helicopter saber. But
Mhm.
it's pretty universal across Star Wars fans. Like, that is stupid. And then there are the people who look into it and they hate it with a passion. Like, I laugh at it. I think it's hilarious and I think it's stupid and it's a thing. Look, the helicopter lightsaber, it's a thing. You just have to live with it. It's Star Wars. So
It's
it's
not a
silly.
thing that we have to keep doing, though, is it? We all do dumb things. We don't have to keep doing dumb things. That's what I say.
I think we do. If you know me, being stupid once isn't enough. I have to do it over and over again before I learn
You're
my
a
lesson.
sadist. You're a sadist.
Look, I dropped I was helping my daughter move, and I dropped something off of a dolly onto my toe,
Okay.
my right foot,
Yeah.
and it turned the toenail black. Like, it's one of those kind of
And
things.
that's where your evil comes from with
It
this question.
squished my big toe on my right foot, turned it completely black. Right. So
Okay.
3 days later, we're moving again. What happens? Boom! Right on my left foot. Boom!
Okay.
Toe is black.
By the
So
Sith toes. Honestly, are you just painting your toenails black? Because if
that's
that's your
what,
thing now, that's cool,
that's,
man.
that's
You
what my
know?
wife said. She said, "You're just
Yeah.
painting it black, didn't you?" No, I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool, man. You know?
It'll probably fall off, but it's but doing it once isn't enough. I'm that kind of dumb. I've got to do it more than once. So, helicopter blade, sure, it's silly, it's crazy, but would I do it in live action? But we did see a little interview where they said one of the actors, our Grand Inquisitor himself,
Rupert friend.
he
My
did say
friends.
they can fly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
So
But we do
is
see
it?
them doing a lot of parkour and not like lightsaber flying. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it doesn't happen. I was
Oh,
looking at my
please,
show yesterday.
please, it needs to happen.
Right. Right.
I need it so bad.
I think this is Rupert going, if I tell them that, they'll stop talking about my big ass head. I think that was a Rupert misdirect. He's like, just leave my head alone. Rupert unfriended. Yes, Beskar. Yes. Oh, Mr. Boner. Yeah, I agree.
uh, it's so good. It's so
Mhm.
good. But do I think they're going to fly in episode 1 or 2? No, I don't.
I would say, I honestly though would say, if you believe that they are going to, if you read that quote and you think so, I think Dayu is the place that they would do it.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, you do see in the one scene where Reva's like on top of the building and you see the shooting off in the distance, that perhaps she would use it to like go down. Like,
But would Rupert say that about her character and not his? That's the other thing I think. I don't think he would. I think if he was talking about specifically about a feature of his character, but he is
yeah,
there. He is there.
yeah.
But But I mean, I get like we were talking about in what was it? What was that one Star Wars Visions episode? In Star Wars Visions, we have like the little umbrella lightsaber thing, and it
Oh
can
yeah,
be done correctly with the right kind of finesse. But it was done very poorly, I think, in Rebels, and it was just out of a different television show for me anyway.
I love Beskar Boner. Yeah, Kenobi gets into battle with Vader. Right, Vader presumes that. Then Kenobi takes the helicopter saber and he helicopters away. Yeah. I love it. I just it's so good. It's so good. Yeah. Instead of flying away like Mary Poppins, they use them help. Yeah, when they're jumping down from a high distance. Right. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I saw Anthony is back. Anthony stopped in. Anthony is famous for doing this, right? Can you read my comment from before? And Anthony, God love you, but that is it's so hard. You don't like. I've got to scroll up. I've got to go through all these comments. Mostly, what's really good to do is if you get impatient and I've passed your comment, then just post it again, right? So it's a lot harder for me to go back and find it. But here you are. Jason's, are the rules in Star Wars jails? Instead of don't drop the soap, don't drop the lightsaber. Oh, but
I think that's well. I mean, that's what Anakin was telling, or what Obi-Wan was telling Anakin in episode 2. He's like, "This weapon's your life," you know, and he dropped it. So, and I'm pretty sure if you keep following the scene that George Lucas shot, he says these are prison rules. So, yeah, it has that big fake beard on. These are prison rules.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So right. Jake brought up, right. He never watched Rebels, right, and he said that they could be used to fly. So he thinks that we're going to see flying. I think it's very possible. I think it's very possible. And look, Darren's already figured out. He's learned from Meg. This is what Meg does to me all the time. So the stormtroopers are seen, and more than one, and they're seen together. Episode 1, I'm going to say yes for sure. Episode 2, yes again. I'm saying yes.
I'm even going to say for the most part, if you're seeing Inquisitors, you should expect the stormtroopers.
Yeah. Oh,
I would. I mean, I know maybe it's already out now, but yeah, I mean, I would even maybe have made that about Purge Troopers personally, but I'm just seeing it now, so I couldn't help you.
Yeah, that's good. Good tip. Good tip.
Purge Troopers.
Number 10. Force powers are used by someone. Something obvious, not meditation, not enhanced reflexes, something like that. But actual force power, like, choking someone, pushing someone, something like that. Or these aren't the droids you're looking for. Something like that, right? Something where it's an obvious display of a force power, right? Mm-hmm. So episode 1, are we going to see an obvious force power in episode 1?
Yes.
Yeah. Episode 2, I think so. I just saw, based off of that new trailer we saw, or TV spot, like behind the scenes kind of thing, you see a dude on a wire, and Reva kind of gives him and they pull him whack off, So I think that's happening. So I put this in here for my friend Baymax, right? Someone rides a speeder or a Vespa. I don't think it's fair to call the Vespa bites speeders, because they don't go that fast. Like, speeder implies a certain amount of velocity that the Vespas don't have, right? So it could be either, right?
Just wanted to put the Vespa in there for no reason. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for the Vespa, you guys. That's
so someone rides a speeder or a Vespa bike on Tatooine. Did we see somebody riding one? Now, what do you think that troop transport?
I saw speeders down when they were filming Kenobi, so I know there's speeders in the cities and stuff, like in Anchorhead. Does that count?
Right. Or what about that people transport where you got several people on it? It's like more of a transport, but it hovers. It's not a speeder, though. Would you call it a speeder?
I'm saying like a speeder's for like a family of 4.
Hey, Fandom Empire stopped in. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're only a couple days away from the Reva series. I heard they renamed it after Kumail released his character's name. It's now the what? Haja series. Haja. That's right. It's the Haja series. Reva will have a pink Vespa. I love it. Vespa bike in episode 1. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say yes. It's on Tatooine. When we go into, say, Mos Eisley or something like that, you might see somebody,
Yeah.
Episode 2, I'm going to say no, because that seems like there's more like
I saw
things flying around.
Moloch speeder down there one day from Solo.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm actually going to say yes to both.
yeah.
I'm going to say both.
I'm
Kenobi
kind of wondering
using
if they might have used Moloch speeder on Dayu. It's kind of like if it
right.
might just like
That's why it
but
changed my mind. I was
but
like, oh,
it was out at the exterior set though, not at
mm.
Manhattan. So
I don't think we're going to see any pod races in Kenobi, Anthony, other than Luke sitting on the, with the goggles on, playing like he's uh, pod racing. I don't think we're going to see an actual pod race.
yeah.
Go Reva Ranger. Oh, very funny.
Yeah.
Kenobi uses a blaster in episode 1. I'm going to say no.
I'm gonna say no as well.
Episode 2, I'm saying, oh yeah, that's happening
For sure. We
for
know
sure.
that for sure.
Number 13, a droid is referred to by name.
One Jack, get back here. My
Right,
name
Lola.
is Forlom. Your name is One Jack.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Rick Jones, Vespa speeders are cool. I'm that guy. Look, dude, I love you. That's fantastic. I'll join you on that island. I'll join the Vespas are cool brigade. Sure.
Yeah.
Um. But what about Leia's droid? Right. We've seen it in those Volkswagen commercials. Are we going to hear Lola called by name?
Yes.
Yes. So I would say yes. Episode 2. Episode 2, isn't there a scene, and again, I'm going back through reading your spoilers, where Kumail introduces him to a droid, and in that, I think...
Well, his that droid is with them. But Ned is with them.
Ned.
And his name is Ned. I think they're gonna say like, Ned B, don't beat up those stormtroopers. We're trying to be quiet. Or something stupid. You know what I mean? I bet you.
Yep.
I bet you it'll go like that.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Someone calls Luke and or Leia by name. Now, this is the part where I said it's a little spoiler, right? Spoiler light. If you didn't know Leia's going to be in here, it is going to be in here, right? Will Morgan, I just realized we're going to see some droid hate. Yes? Droid hate?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not from what I've read.
The droids don't seem too ridiculous to me. The only way I could see there being like droid hate is if people get mad about like Leia being so stupid with...
No, I mean like in the show, like, you know how Din Djarin doesn't like droids.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If there is, I don't know about it, but yeah, I don't see where it would go. And then Ned seems to be with the partisans, so the partisans would be the ones who would likely hate the droids. I don't think they have a problem with Ned.
And like, yeah, Kay says droid hate in the cantina as well. Oh, we don't let that kind in here.
Will Ned be dead?
Ned
dead? Ned's dead, baby. I don't know.
So someone calls Luke or Leia by name. Episode 1, yes. And I think we actually see I think we'll see both, actually. I think Owen is going to tell Obi-Wan, you leave Luke alone now. Go away. And I think, as you have revealed, I think we're going to see Bail come to Ben.
They're going to make it very clear to any dummy that's Princess Leia. They're like literally going to say it like in case anyone's confused. I just see that as being basically effective writing, as my guess.
Yeah, and I think you'll also see when Bail comes to Obi-Wan and says, say Leia's been taken.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to hear that.
Yeah.
So I'll say yes for both.
He's all old cinnamon buns is gone. Yeah, Yeah, they took old cinnamon buns. You know what I'm talking about? Cinnamon buns. Yeah, she's gone. I don't know. I was sleeping, and then she was gone.
That's just gone. Right. So yeah, it could. Would it be in? Would we see a similar scene like from A New Hope, where they go into a bar and they're saying no droids allowed
Yeah.
in a bar?
Yeah.
I don't know. I said no. Non-humanoid species has a speaking line in another language. We see subtitles. So like a Jawa is talking to Kenobi and says whatever. Is it going to be subtitled what the Jawa says, or is Kenobi just going to respond and say, "Oh, I know, blah blah blah," right?
Yeah.
Are we going to get? I know we get the Jawa and Kenobi interaction in episode 1. Is it going to be subtitled what she says?
They have subtitled Jawas in Mando, haven't they? When he says doesn't it say like your Jawa ease is terrible or something like that?
Yeah.
Doesn't that happen? Huh? I didn't consider that. What are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna say yes, because when they go into Mos Espa or whatever, and there are people about, I think there's going to be at least a small little speaking line. And I'm going to put yes for both.
There is also like I said, like a scene with like the owner of that space whaling ship that Kenobi works on too.
Yeah.
They may have subtitle lines too. That's another opportunity to see that.
Yeah. I'm going to say yes for both, just because the opportunity is there, and it could happen.
Yeah.
Rebellion is mentioned. We specifically hear somebody say rebel. He's a rebel, or those are rebels, or we need to fight out the rebellion. Any of that. The rebellion is dead.
Yeah, it hasn't started yet. I don't think it started yet. Personally.
So we're saying no.
I'm gonna say I would
17. Say no. We see star lines, a light tunnel, ship inside hyperspace. You know, the classic, you're in there, they're going, you see the star tunnel. Again, reading your leaks, I don't know that we are ever present in a ship going someplace. At least in episode 1.
He leaves Tatooine and then he goes to Daiyu. So
that's my question. Is I know he's going to leave Tatooine at the end of episode 1.
Yeah.
And he's going to Daiyu for episode 2. Does the travel happen at the end of 1 or the beginning?
We just see him 2? Like zip off and then see him zip in, kind of is what you're going with.
Yeah.
That is probably likely. But I would also say it would be an opportunity though if he hasn't gone anywhere, and then you see that like going to light speed would be the coolest way to be like, we're not on Tatooine anymore. You know, yeah. Hard to say though. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to say no and no.
All right.
I think there is going to be a scene later.
What about the scythe as it chases them and the scythe shows up? The scythe is like behind him. It hasn't like he's an hour ahead of them. Let's say.
Okay. So I'm going to say
scythe is a possibility.
I'm going to say no on episode 1 and yes in episode 2.
Okay.
Because I think the end of 1, he's going to get on the ship. We're going to see him get on that like transport. It's going to go up, and that's how it'll end. And 2, there'll be something going on.
Right.
Yeah. Are we going to do a watch along on Friday? We are, Fitz. We're going to do a watch along Friday morning, right here from the RV. I've already got planned out. I showed Jason how I'm going to do it. I think it's going to work. We're going to try it. All right, so question 18. A new planet or moon is visited. Its first appearance in Star Wars canon, live action. So canon live action. And episode 1. So this is a tricky question, a little bit. Because episode 1, we're going to be visiting Bail and Leia in their homestead.
Yeah, Alderaan.
On Alderaan. Now, Alderaan has been in live action before.
It has. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Part 3, the third chapter.
And episode 4, right before it gets blown up, you're in orbit.
Also true. Yeah. I think I saw Bell's house real close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Google Earth, right? Google Tatooine,
Yeah.
not Google Alderaan. Yeah, so it would not be new, and so
Right.
Tatooine's not new. Alderaan's not new. Episode 1, I'm going to say no. Right here,
All right.
no. Episode 1, no.
Yeah.
Episode 2, however, Dayu. Dayu is new. It's brand new.
You die, die you.
And we know episode 2 is going to primarily take place there.
But
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, Dayu's not, or Dayu is new, but Nur's not, because we've seen Nur. Well, does Nur count if it's been in Fallen Order, or is that not considered
No.
live action?
No, that's not under live action.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So question 19. The episode runtime is listed. The runtime is listed as over 45 minutes. So we don't have to take a clock and count out the beginning or the end, the credits, anything like that. We take what it's listed at. Over 45 minutes for episode 1 or for episode 2. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's you completely made it impossible, because I think like it might be like 44 minutes. The next one might be like 46 minutes.
Aha! That's my plan,
Not
Jason.
fair.
That's my
Not
plan.
Fair. You're holding me back.
That's exactly my plan.
Just threw my little baby lightsaber. Don't ask me where I was hiding it.
Stump Jason.
Prison rules.
Stump Jason. I'm going to say episode 1 is going to be no, and I think episode 2 is going to be yes, because there's a little post-mid credit.
Yeah. Well, episode 1 has the most opportunity to meander and just be long, just to be long, not necessarily in a bad way, but that's like him on riding his EOP around places and stuff. And so that's the one that has, and then episode 2 has the most like bam bam bam. So I could be wrong, obviously, but I'm expecting episode 1 to be longer than episode 2.
Oh, so flip it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, I'm gonna be swayed. I'm gonna be swayed by Jason. I'll say yes, episode 1. Now,
I don't play. Baby.
Question number 20. Now, this here, you're allowed to cheat. This is an open book test, my friends. Open book test. You should have makingstarwars.net bookmarked. And you can bookmark even this article, because every episode we're going to be doing these questions. And question number 20 is you get to name it. You have to put a legitimate guess in there. Something that will happen in the episode that you feel was it? It's not something that was previously asked. It's not a gimme question like, oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi's in it, right?
What about somebody speaks in a fake British accent? Can I do that one? No? Okay, I get it.
Baymax. That's hilarious. I'll give you guys an example. Luke pretends to be flying while wearing goggles, right? You see that in the trailer.
Yeah.
So that's how that would look, right?
Or so I could be like, Luke Skywalker is not actually pretending to pod race. He's pretending to run down innocent civilians in Anchorhead in a stolen vehicle. Right. And if that happens, I would get the point.
You would. Okay. You would. That might be a little too specific. But
okay. I like Grand Theft Auto a lot. It's my favorite game.
Right. So, Best Carbona. Can't predict we'll see sand. Correct. Right? Like twin suns on Tatooine. No. Those are gimmies. It's got to be an actual guess.
A little bit of snow on Alderaan.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, episode 2.
Oh, I got one. I got a good one though.
Yeah.
Does Leia have the buns? I never reported that.
Ooh,
never told anybody if they do.
That's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. So, episode 2, you name it. Again, you can come right here. Episode 2, you see right here what's going to happen. What's going to happen, right? So I could put in here Reva holds Leia's pocket. Let's say pocket. Again, that's in the trailer, sort of, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that on there too. You may want to be more creative in, what you put in, but look, the answers is an open book test. Open book test, my friends. MakingStarWars.net. You can go there and you can find it. So, yeah, Star Wars fit. Second stormtrooper on the right gets shot. If you want to go with that, you can go with that. Right. So, yeah, Leia will have mini buns or some form of bun, not the exact same. Right. So, that's the predictions game. The first two are already out. We'll put episode 3, and as we go along, Rob likes to give me a hard time about not updating the questions or adjusting them as needed. Going along the way, I'll tweak some of these. We start to see the answers come in. We start to see, this is not like what we were thinking it was going to be. Right. So I'll change the questions up. But for the most part, we're going to stay with the same questions for every episode because they have these more generic kind of questions, right? That was my goal. Give stuff that would stump Jason. Like, it's got to be something that Jason just can't automatically get the points for.
I'm going to predict that Kenobi puts his hair in cinnamon buns. He takes his when he goes in disguise. Like,
Kenobi has a mullet. How about that?
No, he will. He will in the flashback, I think. I'm guessing, anyways.
Right. I saw some chat about that earlier. Oh, there you go. I love that. Well, how take Leia's line, Luke's line, right? I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm here to rescue you. To Leia. How? Yeah. And she could say, kind of short for a Jedi, aren't you?
Yeah, she's gonna be like, haven't you seen Yoda, you stupid idiot? What are you, stupid? Are you stupid? Are your name Stupid Organa? That's how it could go. Possible. I mean, right now it's a fair guess.
It's true.
Man, Obi-Wan's a jerk. I don't know why they wrote him like that.
Yeah, spectacular moment. You must learn the ways of the Force if you're to come with me to Alderaan.
Yeah.
So good.
I know. Did you ever think about that? Like, in Kenobi's mind, like, he and Luke are like crawling up the sides of snowy mountains, doing Jedi stuff. Like, that's what he has planned. Yeah. Like, that's what he thinks they're going to be doing, and then it gets blown up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, Star Wars Celebration is starting up. Sheev's channel just went over 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations again, Vader's Lair, Sheev. And they are having a meetup at Celebration for those of you who are in the area. I know, Jason, you're there as well. So if you guys are interested in meeting with Sheev, you can find the information about when that's going to happen. It says 4 p.m. Pacific on the 28th. So Celebration kicks off Thursday. We're almost there. So it's going to be exciting. I know that Meg and I will be trying to watch it from afar and try to keep up with it. Jason, super happy you got your pass, and we'll find out. We'll get our daily updates from Jason Ward from Celebration, right?
I'll do it. I'll try.
You'll do it.
I'm still not sure how much I'm going to go. I don't know. I don't feel right about it. Not sure if it's a good idea for me. So,
you're worried about the snipers, aren't you? You're worried about snipers.
No, I'm worried about
a little red dot. You'd be like,
the idea of getting COVID and then being like, I could have just stayed home and said Acolytes or Cassian's coming out in July or something like that. I could have just got that from home and done it on YouTube, So it's not exactly easier to cover the cons from the con ever.
So Jedi Mike says, look, they're doing an outdoor friendly downtown Disney. So that's a good way to do it. It's very good. You can leave the Holdo Congo. Congo. Now, by the way, I do know that our friend Darth Elvis is going to be there, and they typically have a little Congo line going on in his concerts. Also, our friend from Zuvium, right? Martin Keeler is going to be there. Nice. Martin Keeler and Darth Elvis. I don't think, but I'm not sure. Baymax, are you going? You going to be out there? I know your buddies are going to be there. You get Baymax in the room with Martin and with Darth Elvis, and you never know what's going to happen. So, Jason, I'll warn you. It could be your image that's on the wall next, right beside.
It's gonna be
it could be.
Yeah.
It could
spoiler. There's a black hole. There's a black hole.
Not gonna make it. Yeah, I could get Jason cheeks on my wall, right? With Darth cheeks. Very funny. All right. Yeah, next year Baymax will be in the mix. So there you go. All right. So Jason, we'll see if we can figure out this whole live stream to live stream thing. Yeah. I did see that there's some more instructions needed, and we'll try to make it happen. Yeah. But today, your schedule, you're going live here in
30 minutes plus, little on the hour.
Yep, yeah. 35, 40 minutes. And again, covering a lot of this same sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So you guys make sure you go over to makingstarwars.net. Check out first of all, you should bookmark the webpage. Second, you should join, subscribe, and all that to his YouTube channel. And if you guys are feeling
like this video, savages.
If you're feeling generous, you could like and subscribe to Star Wars Santa as well. That would be super awesome.
Or I'll Palpatine you while you sleep.
That's right.
You're a bunch of little play guy. That's what I call you.
That's right.
That's a bunch of play.
Look, it's been fun hanging out with you guys. Super excited for Kenobi. There is another. We have our Mike Porter dad joke, and I altered it a little bit. So if you saw it on Twitter, Santa altered it just a little bit.
Oh, he's altering the deal. He's altering the deal.
Right. But there was another little bit of controversy that came out, and I didn't really want to go here, but I saw somebody ask it earlier about them telling that Star Wars some racism existed in the Star Wars fandom, and that they warned the actress
Moses Ingram.
Moses tweeted that she was warned of it. And so it's kind of making its rounds, and people are getting all worked up about it. I posted yesterday in a chat we were having.
It's undeniable. It's not even like does it?
Well, there are racists in the Republican Party. There are racists in the Democrat Party, and there are racists in the Star Wars community. There are racists out there, and to pretend like they don't exist is either being willfully ignorant or naive, right? Yeah. Like, it's just at this point, to deny that they exist is sort of an odd thing, and for it to be brought up in the context of Moses, hey, you're gonna encounter this. She's encountered it in her life, I'm already sure.
I would imagine any person of color in the United States has encountered it. They would be the outlier to not, I would say.
Yeah. So I don't know that it's noteworthy to bring it up in the context of Star Wars fans for somebody like Moses. Yeah. Is she going to encounter it?
I've already seen people going and pressing on racist hotbed issues to get clicks and make super chats. So to me, it's already been proven. It already happened. They went out there and they literally proved that it's a thing. The people who did it are responsible for starting the fire, and then they like to start a fire and step away from it, act like it ain't their thing. You did it. You know what you did. but the people who responded to it are the actual are literally accidentally or purposely racist. And I would say it might not be cartoony. I put on a white hood on and go burn crosses on people's front yards, but it is a contribution to systematic racism, and it's just undeniable. I've seen people asking me and trying to debate it. It's not even up for debate. It is just look back 2 weeks on YouTube. It's done. It's settled. It happened. Like it's so stupid.
It's 100% true.
Sorry,
that's 100% true.
But it's like
people. Look, there are people taking advantage of racists by getting them to contribute to their channels.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in purposely trying to attract them. Are there people who maybe watch this who are racist? Perhaps. Right? Do I have some inherent beliefs that from my how I was raised about races, identities, and things? Sure. Are they things that I try to be aware of and try to be more respectful? Sure. Right. So I'm not trying to trigger folks into action at all.
No.
But to acknowledge that it exists is sort of like a no kidding, right? Like no kidding, it exists.
Don't reward it.
Right.
Don't reward the people that are lighting that fire. That are dog whistling those people out into action, and they want you to confront them.
Right.
The people that come out there, don't give them the attention that they want.
Exactly.
You know exactly.
What I mean? And look, you should be able to criticize a poorly written character for being a poorly written character, whether that character is a white straight male or a person of color, of gender fluidity. Right. It shouldn't matter. Right?
No. I think I know more about this series than the average outsider fan or whatever. Even I cannot critique anything about it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But that's when it's before the person can prove themselves. That's when you start to critique it, because they literally can't defend themselves. There's literally nothing you can do but capitalize off of it. And one thing, I can't get it too far into it, but back in the day, I saw very, very very strong signs that there were people who were using these kinds of things to recruit people, to get people into other kind of ideas, into other communities. If you follow what I'm saying, and keep your eye out for that stuff, and safely call it out.
And let's be clear, it happened with Billy D. Williams too.
Mm-hmm.
It happened with Billy D. Look, it's been there forever. Do people love Lando Calrissian now? Sure, but at the time, was he? They say we were race baiting people, and he was put in there for identity politics, and the only reason his character, yes, all that narrative existed with Lando as well, back in the OG. So it's always been there.
How do you watch Star Wars and Marvel for the last 10 years? And like, this is still a problem for you? Just get the fuck out now. I mean, at this point, if it's still a problem for you, you've already lost the war. It happened. That's not even a Star Wars throwback there. You literally lost that war. It's already happened. So just go watch movies from the 50s or whatever works for you, because it's such a stupid argument. It's such a stupid, like, that we even I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know when do you stop acknowledging the idiot in the back of the room, and when do you try to strangle him? Yeah, I don't know what the line is there, but it's ridiculous. Like I got this heavy with Finn. The same thing happened with Finn.
Yeah, sure.
I was getting people going, stormtroopers aren't black, but in not better words, but in more gratuitous ways.
Yep.
And
yeah. And look, and as a Star Wars MCU OG, look, I appreciate you, because one of the reasons that Jason and I are friends is we're very different, right? And we're honestly, we just love Star Wars, and we've made friends over this. Jason's political views and theological views are very different from mine.
Yeah,
but we're good friends. Like, Jason is in my inner circle, you guys. There are very few people in my inner circle.
Mm.
my family, of course, my wife, and a handful of people outside of that. A handful, literally.
Yeah.
There are not very many people, and Jason's one of the closest people in my life, in my real life, like just me, right? So it says something that Star Wars can bring people together, right? And it
Sure.
can,
Well,
yeah,
and
it's a circle of trust.
people need to be able to like disagree,
Yeah,
or and like yeah, you would have to leave room for your friends to be right or wrong as well. I mean, like, you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like when it comes to ideas and beliefs.
yeah, like,
But I mean, obviously, if your friend's like, "Hey, let's go tar and feather someone," don't be friends with that person. That's wrong. That's really bad. But
well,
it's
I'll
like
tell you,
when it's just
I'll
like
tell you
that.
what's wrong is to dislike that fabulous musician who once headed Genesis, one of the
Mm,
greatest musicians of our day.
it's a hard overlook, but I do my best. I do my best. There's things I struggle with our friendships, Anna. But your love of Phil Collins is, I had to say, you know what? It's still love, and love is good. That's why I said it.
and and how you could dislike such a wonderful musician as Phil Collins? It just baffles your mind. It's like how just because you speak doesn't mean you're intelligent. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know that
Yeah, it's true. It's
it's
true.
true. It's true. Hey,
It
we
is
got a
true
Mike
though.
Porter dad joke to
Okay.
get out of here. Says, and again, I altered this a little. What did young Skywalker say when he saw himself in the mirror?
What? What?
He says, "I look good."
I'm gonna use that one on my son. He's gonna get mad at me in the morning when I come in December. Like, you look good. Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
look
do it.
good.
Mhm.
Hey, Kendall made it. There's another great guy. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you.
Sensei.
Very good. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, being silly, and actually talking about some serious stuff there at the end as well.
Yeah.
You guys,
Totally was.
be good. Be good, and
Just be
have a
good.
wonderful
Like what ET says. Be good.
day. Yes. All right. Have a wonderful day. And thank you once again for being here. And until next time, my friends, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And may the force be with you always. Bye bye.